I'm Dr. Devin Guthrie, and this is ACTivism for Authoritarian Anxiety. If a conference is an undersea ecosystem, then to me, ACBS is the Great Barrier Reef. A beautiful bubble full of fresh faces and findings. It's both amazing and a little surreal, right? Because outside our bubble, the world is, well, it's not looking too good. And the levels in our broader awareness oxygen tanks keep changing. When we're in the middle of a deep dive, being suddenly reminded of things like, I'm speaking to you from a country collapsing into authoritarianism, can burst that bubble, send water pouring in, can feel like drowning. On the other hand, when we're low on oxygen already, we swim near the surface, and it can feel like, what are you all doing down there, diving happily? Can't you see that our taxes fund concentration camps? And that I don't know how long I and my loved ones have before we're in those camps. And that beyond even these bubbles of oppression and politics, the planet itself is still burning. If you feel really small right now, I invite you to grasp something solid and hold on. Honestly, this is not the ignite I'd prefer to be giving right now. My expertise is eco-anxiety. Anti-fascism is something I never wanted to need to know about. So the kind of work I've been doing in my communities lately has felt far outside my comfort zone. I would be lost at sea if not for one thing. You guessed it, acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT. People right now are stuck, scared, overwhelmed and burnt out by floods of frightening headlines, by hurricane-force winds of oppressive change. And the more apocalyptic our broader context looks, the more we get stuck in extremes, either hyperventilating while doom-scrolling or drowning all that scary stuff out. We need to find the equilibrium between extremes, which is psychological flexibility. That's what ACT gives us, the flexibility to reach out to hyperventilating, drowning people without getting pulled under. Because regardless of the external threat, ACT's approach to our internal experiences is the same. No matter how bad things get out there, or in here, ACT has creeds. Sit with powerlessness. Accept what we cannot change. Drop the struggle with thoughts and feelings. Commit to what we can actually affect, and take action. So how do we harness the power of ACT here, in this context? First, understand equilibrium. Diving deeply and being immersed in our immediate context is good. Expanding our awareness to witness systems of suffering is also good. Awareness expands and contracts like the breath. So stop punishing yourself for breathing. Stop punishing yourself for things you need to do to stay alive and to function. Second, imperfect action is better than inaction. Take it from me, we don't need to be experts in direct action, or even ACT, to act. So go get out into your communities. Find your local activist and mutual aid groups. Ask how and who you can help. If you feel like you don't know what you're doing, just say so. No one knows what they're doing. That's life. That's flexibility. Third, change requires struggle, yes, and it also requires fellowship and joy, the things that make change worth struggling for. So I hope you enjoy those things here, for as long as this lovely little CBS bubble lasts, which looks to be the next half hour, or 20 minutes. But hey, if 5 minutes were too few to make meaning from, we wouldn't have ignites. So seize whatever joy and connection ignites for you in this moment now. Then go home, rest up, and get ready to dive in.